Hello. After learning three system types, respiratory, phonetic, and articulatory, those three system types we already learned. Now it is the turn of going into detail of each and every organ which produces different variety of sounds in English. So this is the diagram of organs of speech. In the notes also I have provided you in detail the description as well as the diagrammatic representation of how each and every speech sound produced out. Now let me explain it just for the sake of your benefit. This is the organ of speech. Even in examination, it is expected that you should draw this diagram and label each and every part, just like this one I have done it here before recording this video. So how this particular system works? There are three systems. We already saw that respiratory system. It is just below this our neck. From it is in the chest region, which we cannot draw here. It is not necessary also. Now before that, after that, it comes to this section of mouth where the sounds are produced. I told you that the energy is produced in the lungs using the air that we breathe at the time of speaking. That energy comes out through this pipe. It is called as windpipe, and that air is called as pulmonic airstream. Pulmonic means lungs. This is the science of human body. Now, in schools you would have learned how to draw diagrams in science, how to label them, how which part of body functions how differently, that you already studied. This is as far as this pronunciation pattern is concerned. As far as phonetics is concerned, we are focusing simply on this part which is important for us in learning the sound system of English. Now, when this air comes out of the lungs, aggressively, we can say it has got some sort of a pressure or force. It comes out. This is the windpipe, and in this windpipe we have these vocal cords. We have vocal cords. It has got an opening. Through this opening, the air comes out, and then it reaches to this part of our mouth from the downward side, which is called as pharynx. This is pharynx, and then through pharynx it goes through our mouth cavity. This is the mouth cavity. Mouth cavity. It goes out through this mouth, and then this is the tongue which is attached here in our mouth. From this part it comes out to the opening, mouth opening, and then we speak out some sort of word, any word that we intend to speak. This is the speech process, we call it. The air comes out through lungs, it reaches through vocal cords where it vibrates because of this glottis opening and closing of this glottis, and the air comes out through pharynx, then through mouth cavity, and then out of the lips, and then some word is uttered by humans. This is the science of speaking. But each and every word has got some distinct variety, distinct part of how it speaks. Actually the energy generated through lungs, respiratory system, then we are here in the phonetical system, and then this is the articulatory system where each and every sound is pronounced differently. So how it happens? Here this is the part which we call as larynx. These are the vocal cords. This is glottis. This is pharynx. This is the tongue. It has very significant function to perform at the time of speaking. And tongue has got three parts. Just you can also notice there are three parts here in our tongue. Tip of the tongue. It produces some different sound. Then front part of the tongue after the tip. This is the tip. This is the front part of the tongue. It produces another sound. Here again, toward the end of this tongue, which is called as the back part. Back part, it produces different sound. Then we come to the root of the tongue. It also has very significant role to play while speaking. This is the root, and this entire part is called as tongue, which we can notice some sounds in English are used, tongue uses to produce these sounds using these different sections. So these are the sections of the tongue: tip, front, back, and root. After this tongue, we consider this is the pharynx area, the air comes out to that. Then here, this is the mouth cavity, and through mouth cavity, the air passes out, producing some sort of a sound. Now here, we see we have teeth. The tongue sometimes attaches to the teeth while speaking, while uttering, while articulating some sound. Teeth, upper teeth and lower teeth. Some words come through upper teeth touching of the tongue. Some words come through lower teeth touching of the tongue. Tongue touches here also while speaking, and then some sound is produced. What sort of sound are produced? We can learn it later. But here, this is the basic part of learning the organs of speech, where we find different varieties of sounds are produced. Okay, this is the teeth. Now here, in upper side of the teeth, upper teeth, we have a ridge, sort of a unchavata here. Sometimes tongue attaches to this ridge, hill type ridge is there, which is called as alveolar ridge. It is teeth ridge also. It is also called as teeth ridge, but basically this is the term alveolar ridge. Teeth touches this ridge also sometimes to produce that particular sound. Then we have upper lip as well as lower lip. Sometimes lips play major role in producing the sound. They either close it out or open it. Sometimes upper teeth functions in articulating some sound. Sometimes lower teeth functions in articulating some lower sound. Okay, so this is the area which we call as mouth cavity. This is the mouth cavity. This is not only the area where the sounds are produced. We also have this nose. Nose also plays very significant role in producing English sounds. Mostly some sounds, some vowel sounds are produced through nose. How it happens? Let us see. This is the nasal part, and this part also has got some different sections. What are the sections? This is the area where this nasal cavity and mouth cavity is blocked. If it is open, the air passes through this one, and this area blocks this area, blocks mouth cavity. That means the air comes out through this one and goes straight through the nose and produces some sound. This particular section of the mouth is called as uvula. U-V-U-L-A, uvula. Uvula moves front and back, either blocking nasal cavity or blocking mouth cavity as per the requirement of that particular sound in English. So this is, sometimes this comes out through this nasal area and then comes out of our nose, producing a very significant sound. Now here, this is the part which we see hard palate. Actually it is the mouth cavity. Mouth cavity, if we open it, we find that towards the back side, back upper side, it's a hard part of the mouth cavity. It is called as hard palate. Sometimes the sounds are produced, they are articulated here, and so they produce different sounds. Then this is the hard palate, and again, if we move front side, here it is this area, back area, here it is called as soft palate. Hard palate and soft palate, just below the nasal cavity and just upper side of the mouth cavity. So here soft palate also produces some sound, hard palate also produces some sound. Nose also has significant role to play in articulating the English speech sound, along with all these parts which are very important in learning which sound comes from which place or which organ plays significant role in producing that particular sound. So that is the English sound system which presently we are going through. Here these are the organs. First just understand these terms properly and the functioning of these sections of our mouth, and then we will see which sound comes out from where. That is the articulation of sound system in English.